The iron door groaned open with a weight that seemed to echo through Marcus Williams's chest like a final heartbeat. Each step he took into the stark, window-lit visitation room felt like it stretched time, thick, heavy, unwilling. The walls were a dull green, the floor a pale gray, the air sterile. He was dressed in a bright orange jumpsuit, his wrists shackled, his soul numb. After 4 years on death row, you'd think he'd come to terms with it, the end. But he hadn't. Because there was still one thing left unfinished. One promise not yet broken. He wasn't asking for freedom. He wasn't pleading innocence anymore. All he wanted, his final wish, was to see Rex. Before we continue, if you believe in second chances, loyalty, or the healing bond between humans and animals, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Pawsitive Tales. Your support keeps these real and powerful stories alive. Rex wasn't just any dog. He had been Marcus's K9 partner for 6 years before everything went to hell. A sharp-minded German shepherd with a heart as loyal as it was brave. They'd been more than partners, they were brothers in uniform, protectors of the community, and each other's constant in a world that rarely stayed still. They had seen it all together: drug busts, missing persons, dangerous raids. And in every single one, Rex had never flinched, never failed. Marcus had trusted Rex more than anyone else, maybe more than himself. But it only took one night to tear it all apart. It was raining. The streets glistened with the reflection of red and blue lights. A call came in about a suspicious vehicle. Standard protocol, nothing unusual. Marcus approached. A man sat inside, hands twitching on the steering wheel. Nervous. Sweating. Marcus ordered him out. The man refused. Marcus tried again, voice calm but firm. And then, movement. The man's hand darted toward his side. Marcus saw a flash of silver. His training kicked in. He fired. The man collapsed. But when the dust settled, there was no weapon. Only a cell phone. The headlines erupted: Officer kills unarmed black father. Public outrage surged. Protesters lined the streets. Politicians denounced him. The department cut ties. Marcus was arrested within days, charged with second-degree murder. His years of service, his spotless record, the dozens of lives he and Rex had saved, it meant nothing. During the trial, Rex was taken away. They said he couldn't stay with a criminal. Marcus never saw him again. That was 4 years ago. Now, on the eve of his execution, the only thing Marcus asked for wasn't clemency. It wasn't a statement to the media or a last word to the public. He asked to see his dog. At first, the request was denied. Not standard procedure, they said. Security risk. But a local animal rights group caught wind of it. A petition gained 150,000 signatures in 2 days. The prison board relented. One short visit. 10 minutes. No contact, no leash handoff. Just enough for closure. Marcus sat waiting. The door creaked open. And there he was. Rex. Older now. His once jet-black coat faded at the muzzle. But his posture was the same, strong, noble. The room fell into a reverent silence as the dog walked in, flanked by 2 guards. The moment he saw Marcus, he stopped. A second passed. Then 2. And then something broke. Rex surged forward, ignoring the leash, and stopped just inches from Marcus. He didn't bark. He didn't whimper. He just stared, eyes glistening with recognition. Marcus leaned forward, the chains on his wrists clinking. "Hey, boy," he whispered. Rex gently placed a paw on Marcus's leg. As if to say, "You're still my person. I never forgot." The guards didn't move. Marcus wept. In that moment, he wasn't a condemned man. He wasn't a headline or a fallen officer. He was just a man and his dog. A broken human, finally made whole for one fleeting moment. But the story didn't end there. In the corner of the room stood Officer Jason Green, a young corrections officer barely into his 30s. He had taken the duty last minute and hadn't known much about Marcus, just whispers about the cop who shot an innocent man. But the raw emotion he saw in that reunion shook something in him. Something didn't feel right. How could someone capable of that kind of love, of such a bond, be entirely evil? That night, Green went home and pulled up the case files. Then the trial footage. The body cam footage. He watched it over and over. And then he saw something everyone else had missed. The suspect's car side mirror. A reflection. A glint. The exact moment before Marcus fired, you could see the man holding something small and silver, held at an angle. It wasn't definitive proof of a weapon, but it did show that Marcus had reason to believe there was danger. Enough doubt. Enough uncertainty. Enough to challenge the entire case. Green compiled his findings and brought them to his supervisor. The prison's legal counsel got involved. Then a retired defense attorney who had followed the original trial stepped in. Within a week, a motion was filed to halt the execution. Marcus didn't know. He was already preparing to die. He had said goodbye to what few people still remembered him. He had whispered his last words to Rex. He had made peace. Then, 2 hours before sunrise on the day of his execution, the warden came to his cell. "It's not happening," he said. Marcus didn't understand. "What do you mean?" "New evidence. Appeal's been accepted. Execution's on hold." Marcus collapsed to his knees. Weeks passed. The appeal turned into a retrial. The retrial turned into a full review of the original investigation. Witnesses came forward. Experts challenged the autopsy results. Public support surged again, this time in Marcus's favor. The verdict? Wrongful conviction. Marcus was exonerated. Cleared. Released. And Rex? Waiting at the gates. The first thing Marcus did wasn't go to the media. It wasn't a lawsuit or a tell-all interview. He asked to spend a week alone with Rex. In a quiet cabin loaned by the animal rescue organization that had fought for their reunion. There, man and dog healed in silence, long walks, warm fires, the kind of peace Marcus hadn't felt in years. But he couldn't stay hidden for long. The world needed to change. And Marcus had an idea. He partnered with local shelters and the Justice Department to start a program called Second Paw, a rehabilitation initiative that matched shelter dogs with inmates, teaching responsibility, trust, and love. It spread across the state, then the country. The man who was once caged now gave others a chance to be free, not just physically, but emotionally. He and Rex visited prisons. They sat with the forgotten. They reminded people what it meant to be loved without condition. One inmate, a young man named Theo, told Marcus, "I haven't touched another living being in 7 years, until that dog let me pet him." Marcus smiled. Sometimes, a paw is more powerful than a second chance. He knew that better than anyone. If this story touched your heart, please support Positive Tales by liking this video, sharing it, and subscribing. Every view helps spread the message of redemption, loyalty, and healing. Special request, before the video ends, leave a comment. Do you believe love and loyalty can save a life? Tell us your story. You never know who might need to hear it.